Hi, my name's Abshita Tawari, and I'm an incoming junior here at EPHS. As part of the film club, we wanted to create a film that captures the diverse perspectives and experiences of staff and students here at school. To all staff and student viewers, whether or not you may see yourself in this film, we thank you for your passion, dedication, and commitment as Eagles. To start, we'd like to introduce the music directors, who shared their experiences as both musicians and incredible teachers here at school. Hello!
Hi.
So first off, what is your name?
My name is Michael Quadro.
What do you love about teaching band in high school, and what are some challenges about it?
I'll start with what I love. I love being able to make music with young musicians and them figuring out what they like and what they like to listen to and how to work at it to get better. There's a lot of joy in just sitting down, learning a piece of music, no matter what it is, classical, rap, jazz, whatever genre of music, and just seeing a kid get it. And that's what I love about it the most.
My name is Mike Whipke.
What inspired you to teach band specifically, especially in high school?
So I went to the University of Minnesota. When I was, in high school and the beginning parts of college, I wanted to be a player. I wanted to be a professional musician. And, I went into school being a trumpet player. I also was a songwriter. I had my own band. I did all that stuff. And then somewhere in the middle part of college, I was like, I think I do like working with younger students and teaching them what I know. And that sort of just kind of came to be. And I had some really great mentors that helped me kind of flourish in that. And then I started teaching elementary band. I did that for about 5 years. And then this is my 25th year at the high school. And there's something, you can make magic happen at the high school stages. We're rehearsing every day. We have students that are passionate, and you can do some really incredible things. So it's been lucky.
Hello!
Hello there.
What's your name?
My name is Jill Boyd. I am the choir teacher at Eden Prairie High School.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, first question for you is, what do you love the most about teaching choir here at EPHS?
I am so lucky because I get to be paid for what I love to do, and that is making music and singing with young people. And I think I love a few things. First of all, just singing in general, singing and being able to sing all day and play piano all day. It's like the best job ever. And I love working with high schoolers. And I also get a very great opportunity to see kids develop from 9th grade and sometimes all the way through 12th grade. So it's really fun to be able to work and know kids all the way up throughout high school.
What is your most memorable moment in teaching?
Oh, I have so many of them. I've been doing it for a while, 16 years here at Eden Prairie. But there's so many different times. There's times where we'll just be playing something and it'll be so pretty. The students will play so beautifully that I'll get goosebumps up my arms and I'll look at them, and that doesn't happen very often. But when it does, it's pretty inspiring to just the students have played so beautifully that it moves me.
Thank you, directors, for your incredibly moving and meaningful responses. Now, we'd like to introduce you to a team whose motto is to be the one, but there are hundreds of members in our EP chapter. With over 175 competitors, Eden Prairie DECA has made a name for themselves, from districts to the International Career Development Conference in Anaheim this spring. Here to talk to fellow students and competitors about setting the standard are DECA advisors and business teachers, Ms. Cowing and Mr. Sales. Hello! First off, what are your names?
My name's Scott Sales.
My name is Margot Cowing.
I know that DECA's been along for a really long time, and I was wondering, did you guys ever participate in DECA when you guys were in high school? And if not, is there any one moment or something that clicked when you decided that you wanted to do DECA advisor?
I'll let you start this time.
All right, so I went to high school in a really small high school in Maine, There were about 90 kids in my graduating class, so there was no DECA. There were no business classes at the time, which ages me a bit, but it also was a very small school. So I didn't have that experience. And I kind of got thrown into the DECA experience. I didn't know anything about it. I started first as a volunteer, a chaperone for a trip, much like what we just got back from, because they had a large group traveling. And then the next year fell into that teacher left. And so I think, again, it was that point. It wasn't planned. It wasn't something I'd had an experience with. But what I noticed more than anything was how the projects and the work, even though it's separate from my teaching job, how I could use the things that I learned or projects that they had and embed them into my class and start having opportunities to bring volunteers in from the community.
I guess I'll answer that question a little bit differently. I hope that's okay. In high school, yeah, I did it for a year. I competed, but I wasn't like fully committed to it. Like I see our students now that just go crazy with it. And how I started or why I started, I can't really pinpoint that. I don't know why, but one of the things that I think has been the most rewarding for me, besides the student factor, is because of timing wise. When I first started, I was working with an advisor who had been doing it here at our high school for 30 plus years. And I got to experience that and see and learn from greatness. The next few years, I was doing it with somebody who was just starting out. And when you learn a lot when you have to teach somebody else. So I got that opportunity. And, 4 or 5 years ago now, Miss Cowing started to teach at our school, and she was rich in her experience and the way she goes about it as an advisor. So, I'm very, very thankful for the people that I get to stand side by side with and be in the foxhole with it. It's true. Like it's been a treat.
After that memorable meeting, we met up with a longtime EP educator who continues to inspire students every day. Miss Skarmeyer has had an eventful year and shares some of her most memorable experiences. Hello.
Hello.
First off, what is your name?
Okay, I'm Ms.
Yes.
Pam Skarmeyer.
Of course. Okay. Hello,
And-
Miss Skarmeyer.
Thank you for coming. It's lovely to have some time with you.
So, first off, we'd really like to get to know your experience at EPHS. During your time teaching here now, or even in the past, could you describe some successes and challenges of the job?
Sure. So just for reference, I started here in 1985, back in the Stone Age, when things were very different. Our class sizes were only about 350 kids at the most, and we were not a very diverse place whatsoever. The largest classes we had here at Eden Prairie were 900. And so I got to experience the lows and the highs of having lots of kids in this building. And so it's been really a lot of fun to see all the changes. I've also seen a lot of changes in the kids that have come here. Specifically, we've had waves where world changes have brought kids from all around the world here. So we've created a much more diverse population here than it used to be. So it was a different world then. But, as time went on and the world changed, so did Eden Prairie change. And we grew from being a town of, 10, 20,000 to now where we're closer to 70, I think. So Bear Path was an apple orchard when I started here. So things have changed quite a bit.
Oh, that's incredible. Following that incredible interview, we met with student leaders from Dare to Be Real's iconic Unity Week and Culture Day events that celebrate the tapestry of cultures that make up our school.
Hello, EPHS students. My name is Hadia.
And I'm Juliana.
And we are from Dare.
Awesome. So, as Dare Unity Week begins, how has the process been in leading Unity Week so far this year?
I feel like the process was definitely something new, because Unity Week is a new event, and us first time being leaders is definitely a new experience for us. I feel definitely something I never really ever done before.
It was a nice experience. It gave us a chance to show our passions and be passionate about something and lead a whole event around it. And a lot of it was all the themes for Unity Week was our ideas plus the rest of our members and our advisors. So it was like a nice time to collaborate with a bunch of people and have a bunch of different perspectives and just get so many different point of views on certain things around our school.
Seeing so much new, like we had our own ideas, but then when we started expanding the event, like we saw so much new ideas come from so much different point of views that it just made the experience so much more funner because we were able to combine it all and just it was so much fun. Like I feel like it was such a great experience.
I'm Cece Rotemo and I'm a junior.
Hello, I'm Zena Berry and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Jay Jallo and I'm a junior as well.
So how has the process of planning Culture Day and actually going through with it been this year so far?
I think planning Culture Day and Unity Week has been really fun this year. One thing that Dara's emphasized is getting a diverse set of cultures into Culture Day, so we have many more cultures, many more performances, and boosts this year at the event.
Honestly, this year it's been a little hectic and stressful, especially because we're hosting the event on a larger scale. So that has been like quite a little bit of an adjustment. Typically we have Culture Day during 4th hour, only 1 hour, but now we're doing it like all 3 hours, which is like amazing to see. And then, so we have like a bunch of cultural performances going this year too. So, and a lot of fashion show participants. Like we have over like 40 participants for like the whole entire event. So it's been like a lot to plan, a lot to negotiate, but it's good. Yeah.
I agree. I think it's been hectic, but it's been super fun. I mean, Culture Day was so great last year. Everyone was like, wow, how do I get to be a part of this? How do I join this? And so this year we're trying to make it like the same level, the same excitement and everything. So we're trying to like live up to that same standard of last year.
Finally, we'd like to introduce you to just a few members of EPHS's talent robotics team who share their activities and experiences. Hi!
Hi.
First off, what's your name?
My name's Lavicki Pham. I'm a 10th grader.
Okay, hi! What is, a couple things that you do in robotics? Do you have a couple sub-teams that you've committed to?
Okay, so I really love electrical. It's like my favorite thing ever. My friends know that I really love electrical, but I don't really know much about it. So robotics has really given me a chance to like look into all of the aspects of electrical that I really enjoy, like any career paths that I might want to do. I'm still figuring that one out. I'm also committed to media. So that is ran by the lovely Maida Gunjum. She's my best friend, or one of my best friends, and she does an amazing job at like pushing out Instagram stories and writing blog posts. She's an amazing leader. I'm also in inclusivity, which is ran by Audrey. She's amazing lead again, and that really works on like encouraging new people to come into robotics. And then I'm also committed to fundraising, which is led by Calvin. He's still an amazing lead, and it's like any like Krispy Kreme fundraisers that people might buy donuts from us, or like recently, it's gonna be a noodles company, and that's really fun.
That's so cool. Okay. First off, what's your name?
I'm Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. So what are your sub-teams, or what are some of the stuff that you do on the robotics team?
The sub-teams I committed to are inclusivity, electrical, scouting and organization, and just scouting, and electrical. Did I say that already?
So have you ever noticed that robotics, or tech, has become a way for people from different backgrounds to come together?
Yeah, definitely. We have like a wide range of people, I'd say. Like, definitely a lot of people in each grade, but also like people who have different interests. So like, people who maybe initially weren't interested in doing robots and stuff, like they kind of joined and sort of got more interested in that. And you don't even have to like want to do stuff with robots in the future. It's just like, if you're interested in STEM or you want to try doing like something that has like a heavy business focus, because we have a lot of that too. So like, yeah, it's kind of good for that.
Hi.
Hello.
First off, what's your name?
I'm Will.
Okay. Hey, Will. Super cool. So, have you kind of thought about it? Do you have like a favorite committee?
Ooh,
yeah.
That's a tough one. But I think I'll probably choose programming. I mean, it's been something that I've been interested in for even before I got into robotics, even in middle school. I always just thought code was fascinating. So when I first started in middle school, of course, there's block coding, kind of a good way to start. But now it's gotten even further up to Rust, where we're actually using written code. And I also know a few other things outside robotics that I do with code as well. So that's really exciting.
So, is programming more so one person or a couple of people typing away at code, or is it more of a shared experience where you guys brainstorm? Is there some creativity involved in that process too?
Yeah, there's a lot of creativity, and there's a lot of teamwork as well, because it's not just one person individually that works on the code. We actually have an entire sub-team, and it's a pretty large sub-team as well, and we like to collaborate. So, for example, there's a bunch of subsystems on the robot, such as like our intake where we pick stuff up and our shooter where we can shoot stuff out. So I usually like to spread out people amongst those to try and like maximize our efficiency in getting code done. There's also a lot of creativity because our code most of the time does not work the first try. So there's a lot of a debugging aspect where you really have to think critically about finding the problems and solving what's causing the problems so you can have a fully functioning robot.
Okay, hey, what's your name?
I'm Rishi.
Hi, Rishi. And people often think of robotics as all coding and machines. How does your team break that stereotype?
Not everyone on the team has to design the robot or build the robot even, and we have members who completely are on the business side. So this means they focus on fundraising, marketing, and basically we're like a company. So all the traditional jobs in the company we have to fulfill. So that's a cool thing that you can do on the robotics team.
That's super cool. From all of us here at the Film Club, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again for our next film.